If people really took it seriously, if somebody was to say that I am the, or one of, or the I, enlightened master, they most likely would say that that's ridiculous because nobody would go around claiming that kind of thing, especially if they were. Well, here's the thing is that I do understand that each of us are enlightened in a tiny bit by having a spirit or a soul, a light body, these kind of words we use. But if you can look beyond the words but allow them to help you understand as a vehicle of expression, that every person that I try to talk to, they look off to a story they've heard, whether it's something about the Andromedans or something like really deep that we know is physical here from Earth, like the Egyptians and these kind of things. And then they talk about the space and those kind of things. And then they'll maybe talk about the energies in the middle realm where it's like spirits and stuff like that. I have been in the minds of, in the bodies of, in the experience and spirits of all of these beings. Not just saying it to sound cool. And of course I get like emotional about it because I'm literally alive this day and age in this human history, in a human body, being threatened by people who are fucking morons, who are growing up thinking that holding power over people in the physical world is what makes them strong. Those same people are going to lose their souls or be condemned into a very emotional, very strong vibrational soul and put into a hard place where they have to go through a lot of pain, whether it's as a human body or another kind of entity that we would explain completely differently. So when I say this, people say, oh, if you were such an enlightened person, you wouldn't be so angry. I'm like, I still don't prefer to get whooped on and beat on or hurt if I stand up for what's true. The thing that we have to do is teach kids this stuff from such a young age that they learn compassion and care first. That way the words would come secondary because they would try to find the right way to say it while they were learning how to communicate better. Until then, we do have to use words to explain this to each other, especially the adults who've gone through indoctrination through a school system. And these school systems were ran by people who vibrate with certain names. Now, these names are so powerful that if I go into breaking down individual names, it seems to offend people, but I feel like that's the only way people are going to understand. And then they'll say, wow, that's a coincidence. Wow, that's interesting. How do you know this? And then when I say, because I've been through this lifetime so many times on this earth that I remember it all. And I'm not saying it because I think it's cool. I'm saying it because we, as a living planet in this period of time, need this, or we're running out of time in this planet. So if we need somebody who understands and knows what exactly needs to be known for people, it's me. And I'm not saying it because I want anything from you. I'm saying it because I want this planet to last longer. And it's not some selfish thing. The universe doesn't say, well, this planet only has so much time. Time is a falsified idea. And because we've had a universal mind this whole time, keeping everything in a rhythm, everyone that agrees more or less on a certain thing will start pulling it that direction. And as all the different ones with scattered ideas and belief systems start pulling it in an evil, negative, what we would call a bad direction, it doesn't matter if they know what they're doing. It comes to a point where the planet can't sustain itself anymore as a molecular solar body. And if people would understand that, the way that I explain English words are literally the same way you can translate them into other languages. So when I break things down for people and say that English is the symmetric language and you can understand it the easiest, it's probably just because I'm here in America. But when I try to remember all the other languages I know, and when I look at them now, I understand them, but they're so much harder to describe. So I say, dude, I'm going to do it in English for you because I'm not going to spend my life breaking down every fucking name, every solar god, everything, because what I'm saying, if you listen to me, is true. Right now, I'm just talking on a thing as the person I am, because what the hell do you want me to do? Just talk like, oh, the great gods of... That's bullshit. That's bullshit that everybody needs to get out of their fucking heads. That's the issue we all have. Looking for some kind of proper wording, proper deity. Yes, you have that livingness within you, but you're losing it more and more by the day by not actually taking a practice to communicate and connect with it. If you believe in something, but you spend all your time doing jack shit or studying science, you're not connecting to the actual higher part of yourself unless you intend to. Intention is everything, because intention is what drives you to do anything. Whether someone forces you to do it, if you don't have your own, what we would call intention, then your intention is driven by force, by someone saying, do this, and you go, okay. And then you go do something, and someone says, why'd you do that? Be like, I didn't intend to, I had to. Well, as soon as someone told you you had to, and you agreed to it, it became your immediate attention and intention, whether you like it or not. So when I say this, it's because I care. You've got to get a little angry with people when they're not listening. Well, you don't have to, but you know what I'm saying. It's a normal reaction to somebody who's fucking as sensitive and truly enlightened as I am. I'm not trying to talk to a bunch of little kids, because then when I try to talk to the people that are like in these freedom movements, they're like, oh, well, that's cool. And but this is what I've been talking about, and this is what I've been learning, and this is what I'm like, dude, I know about all of it, but I don't get caught in any of it too deeply, because what's more important, you reading this ancient text or you seeing what's wrong in the fucking world right now in a physical place and who's doing what and stopping it? What we have to do is somehow teach people how to care, teach people how to find true love, not like this going out and getting some. We're talking about love for the livingness within us, because if we don't find that, none of the other shit's going to matter. Yeah, you can learn all these amazing things about how to communicate and keep your star body, but you're going to come back to here because you didn't do what you were meant to do on this earth, and you will understand this when you die. Even if you go into death peacefully and don't help anybody, you will still come back, because those are the people that will go into a peaceful death and claim that I'm going to stay in this earth cycle until I liberate every living being. How are you doing that if you don't say anything to anybody? If you don't stand up for the things that are being done wrong? Just put two and two together. You can't say, I'm here to help everybody, but I'm going to cooperate with the system that keeps everybody enslaved. The money system, the government system, the politics, the medical, all the people that in the medicine that are doing wrong and know they are. Not everybody, but a lot that know that they're doing wrong. So if people can't understand these simple things, I'm sorry I don't fucking talk in some big scientific words. I'm not going to, because you wouldn't understand what I know. And even if you're some computer scientist or some great genius, so-called, you wouldn't understand this. You'd look at it and you'd try to figure it out in some kind of scientific method, because you've been so brain trained, you don't even really know the truth. And when you hear it, it steers you away, because someone may raise their voice or get a little whatever towards you. If you understood what God does when actual in a human incarnation, feeling the energy of the being he's in, or it's in, or she's in, it doesn't just act like a pushover. Jesus fucking Christ, guys. Do you think the great creator, when it takes a human form and realizes it, that it's just like, everything's great? No. If you want to know the truth, and you want to be in a place where you can be harmonious and happy and live without fear, I will teach you how. I don't want to make too many videos like this, because, fuck, guys, it's stressful for me, for as the God I am, for as the God that I'm trying to find in you, because it is there. It's not just me. I just happen to be the awakened being that can teach people this. My name is symmetrically added up to what it all means. And if everybody that studies gematria and numerology and astrology and all these other things, if you would actually take that and apply it to what I'm saying, you'd understand that I'm saying the right thing. And what you've been looking for are the answers I'm fucking giving you. Your name just vibrates with a certain thing, and that's why you're doing it. And when somebody explains it to you, it goes like, oh, well, that makes sense with me. Well, then look at it with everybody else, and now you'll start understanding what I'm talking about. Don't just be like, wow, you're spot on with me. That makes a lot of sense. Great, it makes a lot of sense. Cool. It's not just about you. I'm just showing you that you're one of these things that's resonating with a certain fucking frequency and pattern. And if you get that, then why aren't you speaking out and helping people find the answers by bringing them to my information? Not to me. Keep me alive for your own good. If I die, I'm not fucking worried about it. I'm worried about you guys in a little secondary sense. Not little, but as in, if I die, I'm fine. I know that a lot of your different soul particles that are out there are not going to be fine. Especially if you go through what we're about to go through. We don't have much longer, guys. So please start listening. You can comment back to here and say, oh, this guy's losing his mind. He's angry. No, I'm not losing my mind. But yes, I am fucking angry. Because there is a wrath of God. And the higher God that is higher than all of us is not happy at all. Yes, it's impartial. But when it gets a disturbance, we would call it unhappy when something is done to us with a form on purpose to harm us. The harm is coming because it's not necessarily that God's mad. It's just that we've done something so wrong. We've set the equilibrium so out of balance that it's either we change it really fast, really soon, or there will be not much longer. And you can still be here on this earth, but everyone's going to be fucked up and you're not going to like it here. Very few people are going to like it. And those are the ones who think they like it because they feel like they're in charge. And they aren't at all. They're the biggest spiritual children. So, ask me anything, guys. I don't even understand because maybe I'm making it too simple for you. Do you want it to be difficult? Everybody wants things to be easier. I'm making the understanding of what we need to do easier. It doesn't make the steps that we need to go through in order to make this happen easy. We've got to stand up to the villains. Who are the villains? Ask yourself this question. Who are the villains? The guy who's trying to fucking help you by doing everything he fucking can every day, opening his heart to everyone who will listen? Or the people that are fucking poisoning you, trying to kill you, lying to you in front of your face all over the globe, all over the news? No, those are the ones who have the best for you guys. Those are the ones who really want to help you out. Fuck. Bring the gods out of yourselves and find it. So then we can come together and save this fucking mess. Okay? Bless you. I love you very much. That's why I say it like this, because you need a kick in the fucking ass.